All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of Night City, it's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux, youtube.com/Major Linux. And it's time once again for another episode of Major Offline. And this time we're covering a game that, I could have covered some time ago, but for reasons decided not to. So Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, this is the 2.0 version of the game. More updates and some new patch 2.0 is installed. You can check and see what's new. Of course, you got vehicular combat. They fixed policing. Boy, that is a weird thing to say. They fixed policing in this game. They have revamped the leveling system. They're now higher stakes encounters with premier interactions. I am not familiar with that word. That is a weird word for me to see. So there's more content in here now with this 2.0 update. There, of course, been some settings. They've reworked a lot of stuff. And of course, with every PC game that I tend to cover, oh wow, this menu is actually different than what it was before. Of course, wanted to check through the settings. Of course, this also comes with DLS 3.5, which DLSS 3.5. When DLSS 3 was announced and was made available, it was not, the features that came with it were not available for older, like any card that was older than the 40 series. However, with 3.5, it does come with the ray tracing reconstruction. So now the ray tracing performance should be a little bit better, or should be a lot better than what it was previously. I've played this game using the GTX 1080. I played it twice on the 1080 and played it briefly on my RTX 3080 Ti. I've checked it over time as they release more updates to kind of see where that performance is, especially with my 3080 Ti. And this was even before and after the 40 series came out. It's solid. It is that this game plays a lot better now. And I'm not saying just because it still played kind of like crap with my 3080 Ti. It's a lot better now to where it's like, you know what? I actually might play it with the, I am thinking about playing it again now that, this 2.0 is available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on, let's see, we got ray tracing overdrive on. I just do with DLSS. I cannot turn on frame generation. That is a 3.0 feature. But I do have the super resolution on. DLSS ray reconstruction is on. Let's see, I'll turn on DLAA. Well, oh, that turned off DLSS. Okay, so maybe not. Yeah. And of course, it does have AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.1 for those with AMD cards. But it's also, like, again, it's available on any card. And then there's Intel XE Super Sampling 1.1 for those running the ARC cards. I'm gonna keep the field of view low. Like everything else here is like it's on ultra. So we want to see what this looks like, what the frame rates are going to look like. Currently in this menu. Okay, so path tracing is a technology preview. So that may be one. Okay, so even looking at the top right here, this feature is very GPU intensive and it requires at least a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti or RTX 3090. So I'll turn it off. We'll just turn it off. I don't have that card. It's fine. Like I imagine the 3090 is above a 3080 Ti. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm gonna make sure that the settings are applied here. There we go. So now that I've applied it, all the ray tracing stuff here, we got ray tracing, reflection, sun shadows, local shadows, ray trace lighting is set to ultra. So again, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this runs. Also on video, I want to make sure. Oh, turn VSync on. I do not want to see tears. Well, it seems like this is going to be difficult, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna turn on the maximum F. So the VSync is for 165, which is where my monitor's refresh rate. I am gonna lock the FPS at 60 though. HDR mode is not on because I do not have it enabled on the system. And NVIDIA Reflex with low latency is on. Hit apply. And we should be good here. So before I even try to play the game, I am going to just run the benchmark here. So we're gonna see how this goes, even with the benchmark, so we can get some, you can see what scores we can get out of it, like what the actual performance is in a controlled environment before we even go and try to break it elsewhere. So there we go. We got at least a FPS counter that you all can see on the video. Of course, with this VSync enabled, it should cut down with the tearing. As you see, they're still not hitting 60. But see, now that I've come out of there, we're now hitting 60. It's a lock. So it seems like we've hit a lock 60 now that we're out of that room. Heading into the city, those reflections and that puddle looks really nice. But yeah, I am interested to see what happens when there are more buildings. See, now we're out and about. You got the trees, buildings, the sun, the people walking around. And as you see, it's taking a dip below the 50s. We're now like in the mid to upper 40s. I mean, the game still looks great, though. It does look good. It would be nice if we can get a lock 60, but with so we have an average FPS of 54.85 FPS, with the lowest being 33.50. Max being 71.82. So even here we can see, like, all right, what do we want to turn? So actually, before we do this, I'm gonna go see if I can find some recommended, like what are the optimized Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 optimized settings. Okay, so apparently someone put controller setting, the best optimized settings for a controller. Yeah, so it's the best gameplay settings, best graphic settings. That's what I'm looking for. Boy, this screen is really bright. Be glad that I am not showing you that screen. It is really fucking bright. All right, so let's go back into the settings, and I'm going to take a look here. So they're saying a texture quality of medium. There's cloud quality. I don't see a texture quality. Where are they getting these settings from? This is 2.0. There should be texture quality settings somewhere. It says custom. Basic film grain. Yes, it's quick preset. It says custom, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see texture quality anywhere on this menu. So I'm just gonna go by, all this other stuff here. So DLSS frame generation off because I can't run it. Super resolution at performance. So we're gonna take this down to 30. DLA off. Dynamic resolution scaling is off. We'll skip all that. Field of view 70, film grain. My preference, I'm gonna turn it off. Chromatic aberration, keep that on. Depth of field on, of course. Lens flare, want that on. All right, motion blur off. Contact shadows, we'll keep that on. And this blah 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 blah. Quality of texture seen at oblique angles. So we can turn up to 16. Local shadow mesh quality, that is high. Medium for a local shadow quality. Cascaded shadow range, we're going to do that low. Cascaded shadow resolution, that's going to be high. Distant shadow resolution, that's going to be high. Volumetric fog resolution, medium or high if I'm using DLSS. So yes, I am. Sorry, doing some scrolling now. Volumetric cloud quality, that's at medium. Max dynamic decals, it's ultra. Screen space reflection quality, low or off. Just turn it off. Subsurface scattering quality, we want to turn that up to high. Ambient occlusion, low or medium, keep that at low. Color precision, that's at high. Mirror quality, medium. Level of detail, high. Crowd density. They didn't even give me an option for this. So I'm just going to keep it at low just because we want the performance. Ray tracing, want that on. Ray trace reflections off. Sun shadows off. Local shadows off. Ray trace lighting off. Path trace, yeah, all that off. But ray tracing itself is on. So we're going to hit apply. And we're going to run the benchmark again. We're going to see what those numbers look like now. Now that we've made all those changes. Changes. All right, now we're getting unlocked 60. And that's the thing, like ray tracing will probably add a lot of realism to things, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe do we really need ray tracing? Is that a thing? Are we there yet for ray tracing? And the puddle looks definitely not as good as it did before. But I mean, now I can play this game at like a full 60. So it's like, this is the baseline. Like now I'm out in the city looking around. It's still a locked 60 FPS. Excuse me. So let's actually get those numbers. Yeah. So the minimum FPS was 44.43. And the max was 74.97. Sure. Okay. If you say so. I didn't see either of those numbers, but we now, so this is what I would say is the baseline. This is, I would say that, all right, now we have established a baseline. Let's go from here. Let's see if we can turn some stuff on and how that affects things going forward, right? I don't want to necessarily run I don't want to sit there and continuously have to run the benchmark. So let's go ahead and get into a game. I'm going to start a new one here. Of course, I want to play on easy. I'm trying to think, what have I played before? I don't remember. I don't know, I go Corpo again. All right, so we're now outside of the character creator. For those who have played this game before, you know kind of what the deal is. I forgot. So yeah, we're just gonna say, hey, a character was created. I'm not showing what was created because I don't need that for this. It's unnecessary to include it.
Yeah, I'm here.
You all right?
Fine. I just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
Don't worry. I'm not dead yet.
Exactly. Yet. Anyway, what's going on?
Is there a problem? We had a leak. My boss called, dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked. Don't worry about me. I'll manage on my own.
Buena suerte.
All right, so we're in now. But yeah, like I was saying, we don't need that heat. I would like to access this mirror again. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, like right now, everything is running at a smooth 60. I'm not outside of the city. I mean, I'm not outside of this building. Of course, you know, being in a building does kind of help. And as you probably saw, I am using kind of the base character. I don't know. I just like that V. I was talking to Mastodon earlier, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like that V. I like the female V. She's perfectly fine. So let's see here. I want to see if I can turn. Actually, the one thing I want to turn up is the ray tracing. Let's see. Can we actually apply these settings, right? Okay, yeah, so that definitely changed how this room looks. So we're still hitting 60. But yeah, it's like it definitely shows you a difference in how this room looks now that there is better ray tracing. And that's the thing, like when people got the game initially, even having like 3080 or 30 series cards, because I want to say the 30 series cards were out. Yeah, the 30 series cards came out during the beginning of the pandemic in like 2020. So like there were, like, even with those cards, it was hard to run this game, do all the ray tracing, all the cool stuff you wanted to do. And even after some updates to this game, when I got my 3080 Ti, it was not easy to run this game with all the settings.
Christ, V, you were supposed to be here. Fucking Frankfurt. That Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps.
So yeah, I mean, it's nice now. Like, they've done so much work to it. Like, this is the game I imagine should have been. I mean, this is the game I think everyone's like, yeah, they should have launched with this. If they waited and actually did the work, like really, if they weren't rushed to have to put this game to market 3 years ahead of time, 2 to 3 years ahead of time, then yeah, like we'd be having a different conversation than we are right now. But look, they got there. The game got new life when the anime came out on Netflix. It's unfortunate we're only getting like one DLC and we're having to pay for it with Phantom Liberty. Eventually I will get to that, but I'm playing Starfield right now, so. The antechamber.
Visitor authorization granted.
Are you online? Have a seat, V. Be right with you. We have to handle this voting issue before we lose our bases in the Sea of Clouds. They're about to begin. What's the situation?
But yeah, I mean, this game is definitely playing a lot better than
Just as we thought.
I played it on my initial hardware. It is definitely a lot better now than what I played it when I upgraded my hardware. Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Director Abernathy.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
I mean, language?
This isn't the first time Abernathy set you up.
No, not the first. Smeared me in front of Japanese execs, so she'd be the one promoted to director of Spec Ops. A cunt. Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Oh, really?
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
You have to defend yourself. Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue.
Do I not exist? Did you just like walked right through me?
Take this. It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest associates. Driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband. Everything. Use it, and make sure Abernathy won't be a problem anymore. You said it. I need to defend myself.
If anyone finds out we even talked about this, I'll go down with you.
That's true. But everyone knows you only made it to where you are thanks to me. So it's not like they could ever believe you played no part in it.
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too. Use this money only. Find the right people for the job. No corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use. And don't disappoint me. Jenkins, Night City Counter.
All right. So, but yeah, like this game is, I mean, it plays a lot better than it has before. They put in the work.
I don't have the time. Just send them my way.
Hey, V, you alive? How's things in the Viper pit?
Need your help, Jack. Got some biz.
Always biz with you, Chica. You in some trouble?
Not yet. Just need a soul I can trust for now.
That kind of sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
But yeah, that's all I got. I'm not gonna really get too deep.
Your stamp on something. It's possible one of our assets was exposed.
Is it Frankfurt again?
No, different issue. Local.
Tell me. Quick version.
Our agent at Biotechnica suspects they might be onto him. They recently granted him red security clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're clean.
She seems very mean to people.
Clean. Bleached server clean. We suspect they flagged him and are feeding him phony data. Should we greenlight exfil or let him keep looking?
Pull him out, but calmly. Don't raise any eyebrows. Otherwise, they'll catch on.
Jenkins will be livid.
I'll handle Jenkins.
Understood.
Trauma team, trauma team. All right. But yeah. So far, like, again, like, there's probably a lot more. We can probably get into this a lot deeper. But I mean, even just playing this first bit is a lot better than playing this game before. Actually, you know what? We can probably let's hop out of here. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna load a game here. Okay, so I was a street kid. Okay, so I don't know, I might start this over again and actually play like that Country Bumpkin dude, like a Country Bumpkin character. I want to say, yeah, let's go here. So, one of my older files, after a completed game at least. So, you know, we out in the city, we've got cars, there are people in the street. Victor. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. My bad. But yeah. So even on the street, like, yeah, we're still hitting 60. There's some slight dips every now and then. And again, these are still, they should still have all of my settings. I keep forgetting that it's the left, like what was formerly known as select on these controllers. So yeah, so this is still all the settings that I set up before. Like even with all the ray tracing stuff on. And yeah, like we're hitting like a locked, well not a locked, but like almost a locked 60 FPS. With all the ray tracing stuff on. I don't know what I did with my car. Normally I spawn not too far away from that Porsche. I'm not sure where it went. I'm pretty sure I can order it, right? Okay, that was just me jamming my fist. That was not the thing I... Okay, there we go. There's the Porsche. All right, so now this is definitely where testing goes into play here because, again, very, very fast car. Oh, wait. So now this game is doing the thing where when I'm getting a notification in Windows, it moves the game screen. I don't know why it does that. Something I want to look into, but yeah. So it's still an issue of when I am driving very fast and assets are trying to come into or trying to load into the game. It does slow the frame rate down just a bit, but even then, it's still better than what it was before. Now I've hit 60. So yeah, this game is definitely playing again. They are right. They're not pulling any. They're not fucking with anybody. This game plays a lot better than it did initially. Even to me, I feel like it is playing a lot better. Like I think since RT Overdrive, I've been getting like really good performance out of it. So it's like good on the devs over there at CD Projekt Red to really kind of like pull this shit out their asses. Like between them, between Nvidia, like again, like they got the work done and it's really nice to see. Like driving was one of the worst things to do in this game. And I mean, it's still not the best. And not because of gameplay, but just like performance. But I mean, it's doing a lot better now than it was at launch. Oh shit, something happened. Who? Okay, yep. Oh, all right. So the police. Now we're going to get a gameplay update because the police never engaged when you were doing reckless shit in this game. So let's see what we're going to do here. I imagine, yes, there we go. There are the police. They have now seen me. They are engaging. Now we have vehicular combat. So now I am shooting out of a window. Oh boy, this is a nightmare. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. We now have 2 stars.
All units, suspect has evaded patrols. Resume search immediately.
I was trying to hide, but nope, that did not work.
Provocation. Taste my leg.
But why? I don't want to taste your lead. I want to run away. Oh my goodness. What have I done? What have I done?
Don't stop.
All right, I have this gun that talks to me. This sentient gun. Yeah, getting out of a car in this game is... Okay, so it seems like the heat is gone. How do I make the gun go away? Put the gun up. I don't want the gun. I don't want the gun anymore. Put the gun up. Okay, that switches guns. I don't want that either. Oh. I don't want to hold hand. I don't want... There we go. Okay, cool. I have now done the thing. He might be looking for me. Oh, wow. Wow. Things are happening over there. That is a firefight. Oh, ooh. I felt that. So yeah, this is Cyberpunk 2077 2.0. They have definitely made some changes. This game seems like it's going to be a lot more fun, or just a little bit more challenging, depending on how you go about things in this city. Probably will feel more like a GTA, especially now that the police will actively engage with you, which is the thing. Hey, you know, maybe I didn't want, but here we are. Yeah, this update is available now. It is not a part of the DLC Phantom Liberty. That comes separately. I believe that will be available at around the end of the month. I think September 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, like, I have the Steam page up, but it does not say. But yeah. The 2.0 update is free to everybody who has the game. It does come with DLSS 3.5. Which again has technology that is available to all RTX cards, not just the 40 series. So there's something for everybody, or a good number of people. Not everybody, but a good number of people. So definitely check that out. But yeah, outside of that, this has been great. This has been a tour of, again, Cyberpunk 2077 Update 2.0. And yeah, hope to see you all in Night City. But until then, this is your boy Marcus Summers, Major Linux, youtube.com/Major Linux for another Major Offline. And all I've got left to say to you people is I love you. Peace out. Y'all still here? Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Really do appreciate it. Of course, if you like the content that you just saw, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that the YouTubers ask you to do. I guess that includes me now. Anywho, yes, like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Support the channel over Patreon, PayPal, whatever. Check out the links in the video. To anything else I might be pushing, hawking, I don't know. Did I sell out by now? I recorded this ages ago. Have I sold out? Let me know. But until then, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.